All right, so their question, this is actually created by my older student in price action manipulation. Okay, so this actually the the in between, right, of a bullish pin and a markup bar. So the in between is what we call a bullish ice cream bar. So sometimes when you mistaken a bullish pin bar, you may mistaken a bullish pin bar as a ice cream bar. It doesn't matter, right? Or you can mistaken a markup bar as a bullish ice cream bar. It doesn't matter because, like I mentioned, your execution signal is one of the three. So if either one of the three you identify is your signal to take action. It's not like if you see a markup bar, you're going to go in more, right? You're going to risk more. Your risk is has to be the same. It's still the same. Okay. So for a bullish ice cream bar formation, we want to see that the body of the bar is about one half of the bar range. Again, I use a word about because I don't want my students, right, to use a ruler to measure, right? So you want to visually see that is the body is around the bullish body, which is has to be in green, right? Because it's a bullish bar, half of the bar range. So it can be like this or like this, right? But the close of the bar must be above the one third. That means close at above the one third of the bar range. Okay, so this bullish ice cream bar was once a what? So it was once a correct. So it was once a there was once a bearish impression. Then the market tracked back all the way back up to form a bullish bar, bullish ice cream bar. So there was attempt of a forced selling, right? A forced selling impression, right? And of course, like if this happened at the key LP level, this would be a like a form of rejection of a what we call it a bear trap, which is bullish, which is bullish to us as traders. Okay, so let's take a look. You can pause the video and identify the bullish ice cream bar over here. So I'm just going to go through identifying the bullish ice cream bar. So this could be a bullish ice cream bar, bullish ice cream bar. Okay, let me see clearly. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Okay, so this is well half body. Okay, this is well. So these are some of the hope you have identified. These are the some of the examples of bullish ice cream bar. Okay, and the opposite is what we call a bearish ice cream bar. So again, this has a the significance. Okay, so we're going to see that right there the body is half of the bar range, half of the bar range. The close of the bar must be below the two-third of the bar range, at the bottom of the bar of the bar range. Sorry, must the close of the bearish bar must be at least a one-third of the bar range at the bottom. Okay, so the bearish ice cream bar was once showing a bullish impression, right? A bullish kind of bullish impression. And if this happens at the key, let's say LP levels, like a resistance level, it creates a kind of like a breakout. Okay, and before the session close, it trades back all the way back down, right? So this actually creates a bearish rejection bar. We also call it a bearish ice cream bar. Okay, so this is a bull trap, and a bull trap is bearish to us as traders. Okay, so identify what the bearish ice cream bar over here in the chart. You can again pause the video and practice identifying first. Okay, so let's say now you have identified, and I'm going to go through it over here. This is the one. Okay. You can say this as well, right? Okay. Close at the one third. We take it closing at the one third bar range bottom. Okay, this is also the one. Okay, this is about like a markup bar already, right? So this could be the one. Okay, this could be the one. This could be the one. Okay, so these are some examples of a bearish ice cream bar. Again, if you mistaken a bearish ice cream bar as a bearish markdown bar, which is sometimes in this kind of case, you don't have to use ruler. It doesn't matter because your bearish markdown bar is also your EXE, either one. Alright, so this is actually a summary of what we just covered. The three bullish EXE and the three bearish EXE. The similarity in, let's say, all the bullish EXE is that all of them close at the top 1/3 range, right? For the bearish bullish pin bar, there was a bigger rejection because the tail will be wider because of the larger reduced bottom rejection. There is a minimum rejection in the bullish ice cream bar. Of course, the very minimal in the bullish markup bar. The bullish markup bar is more of a kind of, like I mentioned earlier on, is a kind of a bullish commitment in price action. Okay, so if you identify either one of these, this or this is your bullish EXE signal. And of course, you have your bearish EXE signal, either one of these, they must all close at the bottom 1/3 range. When I say close at the bottom 1/3 range, means that uh, the bar, okay, the bar, the bearish markdown bar and the bearish action bar must be in red. Again, you realize that the bearish pin bar and the bullish pin bar, there's a slash here, means that the body can be red or green. Okay, the body can be red or green. Okay, so that's the difference. And there's one way for you to see if you are ready, okay, to identify all this is that, okay, after you learn, my advice is after you learn the patterns, okay, take a piece of white paper out and close it, and then draw the bars out. Okay, it's not rocket science. It's all about charting, trading. You can escape the chart, and you can when you look at the chart, it's all about pattern recognition, about the bars and so on. So you do have to train yourself to visually practice, right? Repetition will actually make you much more experienced and better to learn. Okay, so cover it and draw all the structure out a few times. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Do it again and again and again. I believe after 10, 20 times, you'll be at the back of your mind. Okay, so I also have went through what's a flush up bar and what's a flush down bar. Basically, you want to see that the range is about 1/2 times. Okay, it must be visually outstanding. If it's not outstanding, it's usually not. It's usually not. Okay, so for a flush up bar, if it's not outstanding, it's usually considered a markup bar. And a flush up bar, when it forms, when you identify a very outstanding green bar, which is a flush up bar, is bearish to a trader as opposed to a markup bar, which is bullish to a trader. And how to use them, you have to, again, as I mentioned earlier on, before I start this lesson, is that use it according to the structure, which we will cover that later on. Okay, same thing for a flush down bar. If it's not outstanding, is usually what we call a markdown bar. Okay, and a flush down bar is bullish to a trader when you see it forms a very outstanding red bar, right? As opposed to a markdown bar, which is bearish to a trader. So you need to think differently, a bit differently now, because now you're a price action trader. The significance of the different bars. Okay, so this is a very basic formation. We call it the EXE bars over here that I just covered. Okay, we'll move on later on in subsequent lesson to the false strike and the structures. So I'll see you guys